Prime ministers just want to have fun, and you would never expect a fun swimming adventure to go so wrong. This is historical events that don't make sense. My name's Raeann, and I am here to explore everything weird, wacky, and or just plain mysterious. As always, I am joined by Riley, who's going along this journey with you.
I'm already so much more confused than the last few episodes. And, oh no. Hi guys, it's nice to be back again.
Today, we are exploring the disappearance of Harold Holt. '67 was a wonderful year in Australia. Australia's first true skyscraper was completed. Dung beetles were released to control buffalo fly populations. And Sydney was rocked with a number of underground gang killings. More interesting than all of that, however, was the disappearance of Prime Minister Harold Holt. I'm gonna stop laughing.
Yeah.
I'm just so good at writing. I'm just
so good at it, yes.
Okay, so background information. Oh,
sure.
So thanks for watching. That's pretty cool. We got video.
It's cool.
Yeah. Get
Number
into
two. Number 2 with video.
Yeah.
Let's go. Exciting stuff.
Yeah. So Harold Holt. Here's some background.
Harold Holt.
He was born on August 5th,
Okay.
1908 in Sydney, Australia. As he grew up, he was more interested in sports than being a student, but he still went to law school and became a solicitor, which I don't really know what that means. I just thought that was when you go around and like sell things
Door to
door, but he apparently have to go to law school for it. I think it's different.
Sure, maybe.
Anyway,
words change.
Yep.
All right.
Cool. So
Cool.
he found friends. He ended up finding friends in the political sphere, and he joined the Young Nationalists, which is basically the main center right-wing party in Australia. It's really funny. It's called Australia's Liberal Party, even though that means very, very different in America.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah. So, funny note about Australian politics. It seems like there are two main parties, just like here, but they are known specifically for being center-right and center-left.
Okay, so
they're just a little less extreme down
Yeah,
there.
a little more balanced.
Are we surprised?
Gotta love America.
Yep. Anyway, so Holt, after like having friends in politics and getting into the party, he got into like politics and campaigning himself in 1935. He worked his way through the system, and in 1966 he became Prime Minister. Yeah.
So this is, like compared to our last episode, this is very recent.
Yeah.
I mean, like compared to Cicada.
Cicada was the most
was
recent,
really recent,
obviously.
But this is
like
still
the
this is
on
still
the timeline.
Yeah, pretty close to where we are now.
Yeah.
Okay.
1967.
67.
So in his personal life, he was really outdoorsy. He liked to travel. He was gifted in the art of talking to people. I noted that specifically because I have a similar gift.
Me too.
But it's just talking, not
It's
talking
fun.
to people.
Yeah, if you guys are like listening to this, like I would love to meet you guys. I think I can speak for Raeann too. Like we're very
No, I
much
don't think
people
so.
persons. Oh, lies.
Okay, I am a hardcore introvert, Riley.
You are, but still, you have to
I'm a
thank
people
our
person.
people. She is a people person. You talk a lot.
Me?
Yeah, crazy, right? I think I'm guilty of the same though.
Me being a podcaster likes to talk a lot.
and talking
and just talking over you as you continue
Oh
to
my
talk about
gosh,
other
all of the
things.
time. all of the time.
All of the time. That is correct.
Yeah. But I love you anyways, Raeann. Ouch.
Yes. So.
But yeah,
Yeah.
love to talk to you guys.
Love to talk.
So hit us up. It'd be fun. But anyways, continue.
Yes. So let's get to the actual day. It's December 17th,
Okay.
1967. And Australia, Southern Hemisphere. So that was smack dab in the middle of summer.
Yeah. Real hot.
Yeah. And, Holt decided, hey, it's hot. It's humid. Let's go to the beach.
Let's
He
go
went
for
to
a swim.
Cheviot Beach. And it was a place, it was a local area. He knew it very well. He went there all the time. He went with a neighbor, his daughter, and some friends. There was some growing controversy in Australia about the Vietnam War. And so, people were kind of, going to him,
Yeah. Like, what do we do?
bestie.
Hey, this is your job.
But despite all of that, Holt didn't feel like it was necessary to bring any security. It was said that the tide was
enough, I
higher
guess.
and more turbulent than usual, but Holt dove
It's
right
like,
in.
he's like, I'm here to take a swim.
Yep.
I'm gonna take my swim. Okay.
And Holt was never seen again.
Dun dun dun.
Just really getting into the Disney
Yeah.
references today.
Honestly, wow.
Yeah, so obviously the Prime Minister disappearing, not something to take lightly.
No.
A very large search commenced right away. By nightfall, there were around 190 people looking for him.
Wow.
And since it was nightfall, they weren't expecting to find him alive.
Sure.
Between nightfall and the conditions.
Yep.
Throughout the night, the seas continued to be extremely rough. One of the divers who was on the rescue team compared it to being in a washing machine.
Did he know what it was like to be in a washing machine?
was gonna
This
say
makes
maybe-
me concerned for him.
I mean, you
but
you can assume what it's
you
like in
can
a
assume.
washing machine.
I just want to know if he actually knows what it's been like. I've definitely wondered.
Oh yeah, I'm very.
Like I've wondered what it would be like to be in a washing machine.
You want to try it?
No, I am okay. I will stick to my guesses of what it feels like.
If you find Riley in a washing machine,
It was Raeann. It was Raeann.
you're gonna turn up murdered somehow, and then all eyes are gonna be on me, and I
It was her. It probably would be.
No, I don't murder people.
That's good.
I am
That's
a
good. I'm
good
glad.
Christian lady.
Yes.
I am a Christian
just call-
lady.
Okay. Yeah. We'll go with that. We'll go
Yep.
with that for now.
Yep. So
If I die, it was her.
the rough waters continued. Throughout the next couple of days. The search also continued, but by December 22nd, 5 days later,
Okay.
I think, yes, the search was significantly scaled down, and on January 5th, it stopped altogether, and to this day, Holt's body has
Just
never
nowhere.
been recovered. Nowhere to be
You
seen.
think it's Australia? Do you think he could have gotten eaten by sharks? His body was just munched up.
That's the theory. I was
Right.
just going to ask you what you think.
Yeah. I mean, he disapple
just
paired too.
maunched.
So I think maybe
Maunched.
he got munched on by some great whites with
That's
their
fair.
pearly white teeth.
Yeah,
That's
because
what-
they have great dental care in the ocean.
Oh yes, they do. I mean, hey, they lose all of them, and then they just hey,
That's
look
true.
at that! My new pearly whites came in,
I
and they're
wish
sharper
that
now.
we could do that.
That
'cause
would
then
be
I'd probably
scary.
have better teeth.
I'd also have too many $2 bills though from the tooth fairy.
That's fair.
Oh, the tooth fairy when I was a kid. See, some kids got a quarter, and they were so happy to
got
get a
a
quarter, or they got $1. I got $2 bills.
Nice.
Yeah, that's pretty great. I'm pretty sure I still have
Treating you right.
all of them
Nice.
in my top drawer at home.
See, I
Don't steal
I
those. I like
spent
them.
my dollar bills that I got from
Did
the
you?
tooth fairy. Yeah.
See, I spent most of my other bills, but they were $2 bills, and I was convinced that they're just special.
My phone also
For some
stopped recording
reason.
again, but that's fine.
Nice. I've always just been convinced that $2 bills are special. Nobody ever uses them, so that's probably
No.
why. And so it's I don't know what I'll do with those $2 bills, but I'm not gonna spend them anytime soon.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just how it be.
It do be like that.
Mm-hmm.
So Riley, you're thinking he got
So
chomped. He
I'm
got
thinking,
maunched.
I'm thinking munched. And it, maybe he died at first, floated out a ways,
Mhm.
and then got munched. So it's not okay, there's not blood in the water, that kind of thing. It's just
Yeah.
he got swallowed up, pulled under,
Yeah.
drowned.
He
died.
drowned.
Got munched.
Body was swept away.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's kind of our first theory, actually. So
Okay.
he was a
Look at
really
that.
he was a really confident swimmer, but he wasn't the greatest.
Yeah. So confidence is key some of the time, but you have to have the skill too.
Yeah.
All right.
He knew the beach like the back of his hand. They said that specific beach and the sea, but he did have a recent shoulder surgery,
Soldier shirt.
and he was advised to be on rest. So he
This
wouldn't.
man.
Yeah, so he was not in the best conditions, even if he was a super good
That
swimmer.
sounds like something I would do, though. Doctor says, "Hey, don't do this. You just had this done," and I would be the one to go out and.
Hey, Riley, you just had a minor concussion. I'm still gonna go to band where
Yeah, I
I
do
play the
that.
trumpet.
It was not fun, but I did it anyways. And there's been many examples of me doing stuff like that.
See, I've never gotten like significantly hurt, so
Don't. It's not fun.
I don't go outside.
No, I know. You're either in a studio or in the band room
Or in my
or
room.
in your room. Oh, sad.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
So, that makes the most sense, obviously.
Yeah. Yep.
But this man, he would reportedly practice holding his breath during parliament meetings so that he could dive deeper during his snorkeling trips, which happened regularly.
Dang. I mean that's pretty neat.
But
I
at
like
the same
that.
but at the same time,
It's a good
could
use
he-
of time.
yeah. So, he did that, but at the same time, could he handle the conditions? Because they were
Sure.
pretty extreme.
I mean, yeah, if they were extreme though.
So, again, it does seem to be the most probable answer, but where was his body? That's what people couldn't let go of. Yeah, so the conditions were rapidly changing during the search. So people said, it's like finding a needle in a haystack. Like,
Yep.
we probably won't find his body. But people could not accept that answer.
They didn't like that he was gone.
No. So now we get into the more conspiracy theories.
Oh boy.
So,
Now,
just
this is
this is
the
good
fun
part.
part. Yep. Yep.
This is what you came
always,
here for.
Always. It's what I came for.
Yep. So, just a few years earlier in 1963, without
Okay.
looking at the script, what
No,
happened
no.
in 1963 that's semi kind of related?
I don't.
Don't know your history. JFK
I-
was assassinated.
Oh right.
yeah,
that-
I couldn't
that
have told
man,
you. I
yeah.
couldn't have told you that.
No, history all just kind of blurs together. It's like I knew that happened.
Yeah.
I don't remember when it happened.
Yeah.
Gotta love 10th grade American history. Definitely don't remember much from that.
Yeah. So JFK was assassinated a few years earlier. So it kind of set an assumption, just like an
Oh.
assumption
Like a precedent there.
that world
like,
leaders would not be like out without a super tight security squad. So
And
Holt,
this man just kind of was like,
yeah. So Holt, he was without security, but was that on purpose? Did Holt go out to that beach with the intention of suicide?
ooh.
So there was,
He's like big time stressing about his
Yeah.
parliamentary job.
Mhm. There
Purple collar.
was speculation that Holt was having marital issues.
Ooh.
I don't know if you noticed this, but his wife was noticeably not on the trip to the beach that day.
Yeah. Yep.
And, there's also speculation that he was simply worn down.
Sure.
Prime Minister
Tired
of
man.
a freaking
Yeah.
country. Like, that can't
That's a
be an
lot.
easy job.
That's a lot.
Especially, like, with the Vietnam War going on. And, yeah.
Mhm.
So, either way, the police obviously did an investigation, but they ended up deeming this theory unlikely. But did it happen?
That's the real question.
So, another theory. Holt faked his death. This was, again, speculated to be the result of marital issues.
And it would make like
Mhm.
motive there
Yep.
and for stress of job. I
Yep.
mean, like that's two things. You
Yeah,
just
some
start a new life.
believed that Holt had a mistress and ran away with her.
Okay.
There was some guy who claimed that he worked for the Australian government and actually helped Holt leave the country or return to the country so he left the country to France. And then some guy who apparently worked for the Australian government brought him back to Australia from France many times.
Oh, so they're
after
just
he faked his
back.
death.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, here's the story. Holt, he simply swam to the next bay over.
Yep. Used his snorkeling, breath holding skills.
Yep.
Okay.
He hopped into a car that was driven by his lover and then slipped out of the country with nobody
said, "Peace
knowing.
out. Peace out."
My question is, this man is the prime minister of
how do you
Australia.
not-
How does he get all the way to France without nobody being like, you kind of
Hey.
look like the prime minister of Australia?
Or, I mean, like, I'm sure part of the reason he got his job, he's a smooth talker. Maybe he just smooth talked his way out of it.
Maybe,
He's
but-
just like, I've gotten that a lot. Like, it's just kind of odd coincidence thing.
Yeah, but you also can't just drive to France. Like, he had to go
Yeah,
other places.
this is true.
I don't know.
And what you said, they bounced back and forth. Like,
Yeah, multiple times.
multiple times. That's
Back and forth from
that'd be,
France to
that'd
Australia.
be difficult.
Yeah. But anyway, with this theory, Holt is still dead. I mean, he was born in like the early 1900s, so
yeah.
he's probably
He's
dead.
dead.
But
Well, that would be impressive if he wasn't.
but in this story, he had a heart attack in rural France sometime in the 80s. I don't know how this conclusion was come up with, but
They just had to find some way to.
Sure. He's still
he
dead.
died.
That's why you don't
Yep.
see him anymore, because he's dead.
He's dead. He's
Um,
not the prime minister anymore, guys.
Yeah. I would say it's semi-plausible.
Sure.
He knew the area very, very well, so he would have known where that next bay was and how
Definitely.
to get there.
Definitely.
And he was a pretty
Takes
good
regular
swimmer.
trips.
Yeah.
Sure.
So those theories, those are pretty normal, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're believable enough.
Yeah.
They have good enough evidence
Yeah.
that they have. Yeah, I'd say plausible.
Mhm.
Plausible, very much so.
There are more.
I figured there were. These are.
And
It gets more fun. Now is the fun stuff.
Yeah.
The wacky far out. Like, oh no, definitely not.
Yeah. So we got 3 more theories. There isn't, I mean, because they definitely aren't real, but there aren't a lot of details about them.
Mhm.
But yeah, so one of them says that he was either kidnapped or there was some sort of kidnapping attempt going on here.
Sure.
Another one was that the CIA took him out because
Ooh.
Holt, he wanted to withdraw Australian troops from Vietnam.
Oh. And then
And so the CIA took him
yeah,
out.
The CIA is like, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
We need you guys to fight.
Totally makes sense.
Okay.
But then
That plausible.
Yeah.
I suppose CIA is capable of a lot of things.
But then there's a final theory.
Oh, here we go.
And this one, okay. This one is
Oh,
the one
no.
that really solidified this event to be in the weird, wacky, and mysterious category. Like,
Okay.
this is why this episode is included.
Yeah.
So, all along, Harold Holt was a Chinese spy. It may... just wait.
Okay.
So,
Keep
it
going.
may be in his fiction section on his Wikipedia page, but Anthony Gray, a journalist and author, wrote a novel entitled The Prime Minister Was a Spy, which portrays... don't laugh.
No, keep going.
is
I know.
serious.
No, it's very
The book
serious.
portrayed Holt's life as a lifelong spy for the Chinese government. So no, he didn't drown, silly. He escaped Australia on a Chinese submarine, then happily lived through the
Oh
rest
my
of his life in
gosh.
Beijing. This is the
No,
truth.
even if he was a Chinese spy, I'd still believe the CIA one more.
No, Riley, there's a book about it.
Oh yeah, so
The
it's
Prime
got to be
Minister was
real.
a spy. And Wikipedia is hiding all of it. It says that it's
Yeah,
in
it's
its
in the
fiction
fiction.
section.
Okay. Historical fiction.
No, just history.
Just history.
It's the truth.
Oh my
and
gosh.
The truth
Yep.
is clear.
That's
So,
uh-huh.
I mean, you know where I stand.
I know where you
Where
stand.
where do you
Raeann.
stand?
This is why I'm the voice of the audience and not you. This Let me be the voice of reason, guys. Don't pick Raeann's on this one. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be some of you who just love to side with Raeann over me.
Please. You know I'm right. This is clearly the truth.
Clearly the truth. Oh no. Again, like I'd be more likely to go with the CIA option over this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to still go with him being a Chinese spy. That's kind of fun, but the CIA definitely took him out on that one.
Even over like him just like drowning and just like got launched.
Oh no, in reality that's definitely what happened.
Yeah.
That's definitely more likely. He was tumbled up. But for the entertainment purposes, he was a Chinese spy and then got taken out by the CIA.
Yeah. So that's,
I mean, he had multiple things going against him in that.
Yeah,
Chinese and taking troops out of Nam. Like, no.
He CIA needed him out.
CIA was like, no, thank you. No more of you. Good night.
Yep. So that's
some night juice.
Some night juice. It's a gun.
It is a gun. Underwater.
Yeah. So those were all the theories. I do, before we go,
okay,
I have some fun random facts that are semi-related.
Oh yes. All right.
Okay. So this first one solidifies the truth for me. So first, Anthony Gray, who wrote The Prime Minister Was a Spy.
Okay.
He was actually held captive by the Chinese government from 1968 to 1968 to 69.
What for? Do they say what
I
for?
Don't know. No. But he saw Holt alive in the Chinese prison, and so clearly.
Sure. Clear. Yep. Guys, we figured it out. It makes sense now. Yep. This is it.
Okay,
no.
Next one. So Holt once said to his press secretary, "What are the odds of a prime minister being drowned or taken by a shark?" Bestie predicted it.
Bestie knew.
He knew.
Yep, he definitely knew. No, maybe it was self-fulfilling prophecy right there.
Literally.
He's just like, hey, this has never happened. It'd be kind of fun if it did.
Yeah. Okay, so you know how I know what the truth is?
Oh, yes.
Okay, there's
right.
actually kind of a major killer of this theory.
I figure.
So Holt's wife said that Holt hated Chinese food, so clearly he can't be a Chinese spy.
No.
And live in China.
No, food is very important.
That was literally the biggest killer of the Chinese spy
That's so
theory.
sad.
That his wife said he hated
Maybe he's
food.
going, hey, who knows? Maybe he's going to Chinese McDonald's.
Yeah.
It's healthier food than it is here.
That makes sense.
It is. It's they don't care about their people, but they care about their people enough to to make sure that McDonald's food is a little healthier than it is here in America.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Final and most ironic fact.
Okay.
There's a swimming pool named after Holt.
Oh no. How many people have drowned in that swimming pool?
I didn't see anybody being drowned in there, but it is called the Harold Holt Memorial Swimming Center in Glen Iris, Melbourne.
No. That's so wrong. That is just wrong. Oh my gosh.
But on our first Inside the Box field trip, we're going to Melbourne, Australia, and we're going to this swimming pool.
As we should.
It's on my bucket list.
Yes. We'll bring mics with us. We'll have to record a memoriam for him.
So, a swimming pool.
That is
all
just
things.
Again, that is just so mean.
Really
it's like, haha, you died in the water. Perfect. We'll make a swimming pool for you. That's just the most logical thing. Oh my gosh.
I wish that I knew about this case earlier. So I went to Australia in 2020 before pandemic land. Literally, I left
like right before
in a normal world, and I came back to an apocalypse.
Oh, lovely.
But I wish I would have known about this because
You
best bet I would have asked
definitely would have
everybody.
Visited. Yeah.
Well, we didn't go to Melbourne.
Oh shoot.
We weren't in that area. We were in
Bummer.
Sydney and Cairns.
Okay, but
But
still,
like, yeah.
you just be like, hey, Prime Minister
But
man.
you best bet. Like we stayed with a host family. We went to like their school. Like
100%.
I would have asked
everybody.
everybody, like what they thought, if they knew about it.
Yep.
Like I would have talked about it the whole like week and a half I was there.
Yeah.
You best bet.
I wouldn't put it past you. Wouldn't be surprised.
Me
actually. Like you'd just be doing that, and here it is again. She's asking the next person.
Gosh, Raeann, let's just go.
Raeann, let it go already. Come on, we're not here for this.
He got eaten by a shark. Like he drowned. It's fine. Yeah.
He was not a Chinese spy. I think they know that one already.
Yeah. So that was the mysterious disappearance of Australia's Prime Minister Harold Holt.
Wow.
The main mystery, obviously, is that they haven't found the frickin' body, which just proves to me how huge and scared the ocean is. Because obviously, like,
my gosh,
he has remains out there somewhere.
They just chilling at the bottom of the ocean.
It's scary. Imagine.
He's down there. His body's just in a lounge position.
Imagine how many just bodies are in the ocean.
Oh, so many, I'm sure.
So many bodies.
Titanic was
fake, but anyway.
Sure.
Thanks, Riley, for joining me.
Oh yes, as always, it was a pleasure.
Thank you for listening and or watching.
Yep. At least listening.
But
if you're just listening, you should watch too. It's
because you get to see our beautiful faces.
Our beautiful, lovely faces.
Yeah.
Our smiles, our annoyed looks as I look at you.
Your annoyed looks. I'm not annoyed. I'm very entertained by myself.
There's no way this could happen. Yeah, that's there's plenty of those. Yeah. That's for sure.
Yep. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in.
Good stuff.
Good soup. And
check that one out too.
Yes. We'll see you next time on Historical Events that don't make sense.
Not at all.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.